Yo, what's up, fight fans? AJ here. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know what this is. And one thing for sure, two things for certain. Leo Santa Cruz remains the most delusional guy in boxing. It's a close race between him and Amir Khan, but it's obvious who's the most delusional guy in boxing. And I'm saying that to say this. Now that Leo Santa Cruz has finagled his way into obtaining a WBA Super 126-pound title. He is the champion at 126 pounds. And that comes as a shock to me because when the fight between him and Abner Mares got announced, even the WBC went out their way to make a new diamond belt. You know how they like to make belts nowadays. They made a new diamond belt for this fight because it was a major fight and they were supposed to have no titles on the line besides the WBC diamond belt. And me being that I wrote a little short piece for ESPN at the time to give my opinion on the fight, I thought it was for that. And it's somebody that's writing about it. That's somebody that's on the fucking YouTube talking about the fights. And I didn't even know Leo Santa Cruz was the WBA Super Champion. But it is what it is. Now that he's a super champion and he has moved up in weight, he feels like calling out the top dogs at his division. And when you talk about the top dogs at his division, you're talking about the Gary Russell Jr.'s of the world. You're talking about the Vasyl Lomachenkos of the world. You're talking about even the Lee Selbys. Shout out to all the people across the pond. And we all know he's bullshitting. But in the boxing scene article, Leo Santa Cruz is back in the gym and he's getting prepared for a fight. He doesn't even know what fight he's getting prepared for. And that should obviously tell everybody he's going to fight your cab driver or, your dry cleaner or maybe your local firefighter, the small guy, the local firefighter, that boxes. He might fight him. But Leo Santa Cruz is doing boxing a total, it makes no sense to me. Like, what the fuck he's doing? He's a champion. He's masquerading around now. He's talking that big talk like he really wants to fight these guys. And we know he don't want to fight these guys. And this is just a sidebar. Leo Santa Cruz isn't fucking fooling anybody. This motherfucker can't be 5'7". I know 5'7" when I see 5'7", and the way that motherfucker looks in the picture with Guillermo Rigondeaux that I have in the motherfucking cover of this video, that just shows this guy is not 5'7". It's either the smaller guys in the division are just boosting their fucking height, or Leo Santa Cruz is bringing his height down, and we gotta come to a conclusion right here. Because Leo Santa Cruz is looking way bigger than these motherfuckers. Gary Russell Jr., Lomachenko. Come on. Abner Mares, we already seen that. The boy does this shit and he's fighting smaller guys and he's trying to beat up on them, throwing thousands of punches a fucking round. And eventually he's going to meet that match. And the way he's talking, calling out these champions, these guys got hands. I feel like he's going to outmatch a lot of these guys just off sheer size. We already seen it with Abner Mares. If Leo Santa Cruz if he didn't have those physical gifts, that ability, I think Abner Mares just off sheer will could have beat Leo Santa Cruz. But in that fight, Leo Santa Cruz all of a sudden became a boxer. He used all the tools he had in his arsenal, and he came out with that win. But at the end of the day, Leo Santa Cruz is not going to have it that easy every time. And the way he's talking right now, I can't wait for Al Haymon to match him up tough. He's moved out of Carl Frampton's division. Now it's time for Al Haymon to give us what we want. We want to see that Lee Selby fight. Because he called out Lee Selby, IBF champion. We want to see one of these guys jump in the ring with Leo Santa Cruz. Because it's about time. It's about time. He's 31 and old. I believe a one draw. Don't quote me. He's around that. It's time to see him tested. Because Abner Mares, to the trained eye, isn't a test. But with that being said, subscribe to the channel. It's AJ Knows Boxing, best boxing channel in the world. I'm going to try to stay consistent with y'all, but I was in school doing my school thing, finals week. One of these teachers wanted to, I gotta handle some things. But with that being said, it's AJ Knows Boxing. I'm out. Subscribe, like the video if you like the video. 1.